Hi.
Hi. There we go. Welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. We are Saturday, September 28th. This is episode 55. I'm Sue, also known as Crafty Knitter 7. I'd like to welcome any previous viewers and welcome any new viewers to the show.
I'm Kari, also known as Jaded Knitter, and you can find us on YouTube, Blip, and iTunes, all under Two Tangled Skeins. And our website, which has all of the show notes and back shows and everything, is twotangledskeins.com. And come join our RAV group.
And just as an FYI, we have the window open, so if you hear, planes or cars,
or kids
or anything. Excuse me. Damn it. Sorry.
Are we going to need to start over?
No, I'm good. It's all good.
Alright. So.
FOs.
Oh yeah.
That would be you.
I has a foe. It was an almost foe last week.
Yes, it was missing the thumbs.
Well, you claimed it as a foe.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh.
You.
But that's okay, now it's an official foe.
Hey Diane! I have mitts!
Which means that
No.
soon you'll have mitts.
Last week she claimed the sweater as a foe.
Oh, okay.
So, Diane, you have mitts.
Yep. I have mitts. They're all done.
Just in time because the cool weather is coming.
Excuse you!
They're pretty.
Yes, they
Unknown
are.
sock yarn. You could be allergic to it.
Apparently not.
Okay.
These are the Deep in the Forest pattern by Tulia Salmela. It is, as I said, unknown sock yarn. But really pretty unknown sock yarn.
But apparently not alpaca.
No. It feels like it's 100% wool, so nylon wool kind of thing. And it's done in a gray, and then the variegated is actually a skein of variegated yarn that I broke up.
Made it look like a sunset.
Yep. So
It's
these
very
are
pretty.
sunset. I did them on 2.25 millimeter, which is a US 1. And it's actually, I did the size large, but I did them on the smaller size of needle. The pattern, the gauge is off in the pattern, so you have to go down a size of needle to get the size you want. And I also added a cuff, because this being Canada, you want it more snug to your arm so the snow doesn't get in your mitts. Trust me. Bad
Or
things
up your
happen.
sleeve.
Or up your sleeve or anything like that.
Down your neck.
Well, they're not really, it's not going to get down your neck.
They're not that
from
long,
your,
no.
Yeah. So, yep, these are done. I have to block them, but you can't tell that from here.
And they were on size. Did you say the size?
Yep,
Okay.
2.25.
I guess I should listen.
So they're all done, and just because I've had a few people comment on other things I've posted, that is the inside with all the floats and everything.
Oh, so
I
you want
hate
to
you.
see it? They're like so
They're
even.
just as pretty on the inside as they are on the outside.
Yeah, I think that was actually one of the comments, because I was talking about something else and I posted it, and it was half finished, so you could see it kind of rolling down on the top. And it was like, I hate you and your floats.
It's not just you, it's the floats. Yeah, but it takes a lot of color work experience to get your floats like that.
Yeah, I may have done quite a bit of color work.
I've never done any.
Trust me, when I or Lynn do color work, it ain't gonna be pretty.
I've never tried it.
Neither have I.
Well, we'll have to fix that for both of you. So yeah, that's the faux. That's
Okay.
it. All right, next.
Poking around on the
Or-
needles.
Yep.
Okay, as you can see, I have a sock, and it is just a plain vanilla. The foot part will be stockinette stitch, but the leg is going to be ribbed. They're for my daughter, and I've noticed in the past that when I make her socks, I only do like the cuff like 1.5 inches. They don't tend to stay up on her leg, so I've decided I'm going to do the leg part is going to be ribbed. So just get this last one off the needles. So I've done about, what's that, about 2 inches since last week.
Something
My
like that.
marker. You can see the colors. I don't know if they're going to show up quite well. Get the ball out. It is, there you go, much better. It is Tanis Fiber Arts, the blue label. The color is Harvest. They are knit on 2.75s, which is a US 2, and these are on my Diacraft steel needles, which
I smell peanut butter, Dr. Penfield.
she's smells peanut butter already.
Man.
At least you're not smelling toast.
No.
We'd have a problem if you were smelling toast.
To anybody who's not Canadian, we're going to have to explain that.
I'll post it somewhere because it's on YouTube.
Yes.
Next. Next is my Mara, which I feel really guilty. I did not touch it last week. I've got 3 weeks to Rhinebeck, so I have to decide. Okay, hang on a second here. It's
only oh shoot. I need
3
to keep
weeks.
Yeah, you need to knit a sweater.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. It's all twisted here. Sorry, I can't seem to. There we go. So, this is my Mara, as you can see.
You've actually
Down
gotten
here.
quite a bit done on the.
Not bad. I got about an inch of the 1x1, and then the top part here, if I can do it right, is 2x2. And it says to do about 4 inches of that, but I mean,
She doesn't have 4 inches worth of yarn.
this is all I have left. So I think I might do another inch, and then I'm gonna have to bind off, because really, I do not want to run out of yarn when I'm binding off, because that's gonna suck. And this is, so it's the Mara by Amy Hendricks. It's in Madtosh DK. This is the Georgia O'Keeffe colorway. A picture of it here that you can see, if it'll focus. And there we go. My hand is shaking, so it's not helping.
There we go.
And it is on 4.5 millimeters, which is a US 7. The other thing I'm going to tackle, oh boy,
So
this has been put
enthusiastic.
away for a really long time. I started it last October on a road trip down to the US. It's my husband's
Possibly
sweater.
this road
Rhinebeck,
trip
I
down.
believe.
No, we went
No,
to
was
see
it?
Nathan.
Oh, okay.
Went to
So it
Maryland.
wasn't one of our road trips.
Not one of our road trips. It was a road trip with
Wow.
my hubby.
Those hardly count.
They do. So this is the Guston by Anne Budd. So it's stockinette stitch here, and up here it's a mop cable, which is why I'm going, oh, I'm finding it so intimidating. But Kari's going to sit down with me and we're going to go over it. And I'm making this out of SMC Northern Wool Tweed from, it starts with a W, Webs. So this stuff here, and it's in gray. And I will pull this out just to show you. So I am at the starting of, that's the bottom, and this is where I'm starting to do the pattern part on the top. So yeah, I want to be able to finish this on my own and say that I knit the whole thing for him. So my goal is Christmas.
There you go.
I think that's a good
That's
goal.
Yeah,
Very good
that's a
goal,
good
yeah.
goal.
Yeah, I don't want to say, oh, November, because you know me, it's not going to happen in November.
Well, it's almost October, you know.
I know. Tuesday's October. So I'm hoping for Christmas. And this is in a bag that I got. It's called 31. And I love it. Polka dots. And it's pretty. And it holds like half a sweater.
Yeah.
Did you like the half a sweater thing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so that's all I have on the needles. I do have something that I want to cast on, but I don't know if I should talk about it.
Yeah, but I'll do my on the needles and
Yeah.
then you can talk about yours and I'll talk about mine.
Yeah. Our future projects.
70s-tastic!
Awesome! Absolutely awesome.
It is so 70s-tastic too. This is my Doctor Who scarf.
Miles
Yeah.
and miles of garter stitch.
Miles
Yeah,
and
what's the
miles of-
marker for? Just to show the right side, or?
Actually,
Or
it
was
was
that where you started yesterday?
no.
No, that's the bottom. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it's the scary we're talking about here.
No,
Oh, yeah.
the yellow was where I started yesterday.
Okay.
You see?
A whole inch more.
I started here yesterday.
Mhm.
Yeah. I wasn't exaggerating.
Okay.
Actually, the marker was because I kept having to count how many rows were in this. That's 20 rows. There's 24. It'll get moved up to this section because there's 23. Once I've finished the 20, actually once I've hit 20 rows in this green section that I'm doing, I'll be a quarter of the way through. Because I got bored yesterday and calculated how many ridges and where the quarter
Sorry,
marks
and how
are.
we feel about this?
Why'd you hit her?
Yeah, really.
Because she's a quarter of the way through to the Doctor Who scarf in 2 days.
Actually, it's less than 2 days.
Shut up!
because I didn't pick it up until almost 7 o'clock last night.
Stop talking.
Well, this is her podcast, so she kind of has to talk.
So yes, I might have knit from here in a couple of hours.
Did you go to sleep last night?
Yes.
Did you guys go out?
Now I just hate you more. No, she didn't come. She was too lazy.
Yeah, I got too lazy.
She was working on this instead.
Okay.
Well, that and this and a few other things that I didn't bring.
Yeah, there were only 3 of us at midnight
I guess I
last
should
night.
pay attention. I'm here. I am organizing all my stuff and just not looking at the camera. Yada yada.
So yeah, Doctor Who scarf. The one I'm doing is by Tara Wheeler, and I'm doing it out of Barocco Vintage, and I'm doing it on 4mm, which is a US 5.
Six.
US 6.
Please tell me I'm getting the US sizes right.
You are. I
Yes,
was
you
looking
are.
at the S and
Okay.
reading it as a 5, and I don't know why.
She can't count.
Normally I write the US first.
I also can't read, apparently. And this is from season 12 and a half, apparently. It just happened to be the one that I wanted. I like the color progression. I wanted to do it, so.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yep. I want that to wear this winter.
Okay, go ahead, start talking. And I'm just wondering why the bloody hell there are so many markers on that thing.
Those are the increases.
All right. Okay.
Because the pattern on it, I can't see the increases to count them, so I've actually been marking each one.
Okay. Sorry. Take the floor.
It's a sleeve.
It's a sleeve. This is the sleeve for the Ranger sweater by Jared Flood. This is one of the 2 sleeves, and I think I have one more in. Yeah, I've got one more increase up there to do.
Do you have the right measurements? Or are you just doing this by the seat of your pants?
Seat of my pants.
All right.
Because we don't know how long his arms are.
I'm guesstimating.
Yeah.
I do have measurements that I'm going from, so somewhat,
Sort of.
kind of.
Possibly.
Anyways,
Maybe.
it'll be fun. Because humans do tend to conform to a fairly regular, set of sizes. Or at least as far as proportions go. So yeah, this is an arm for the Gustav. No, you're doing the Gustav. For the Ranger.
I'm doing the
Jared
Stone, not the Gustav.
Close enough. Close enough.
Ranger.
The only modification I've made so far is I'm doing the increases at a different rate, just because I didn't really read the instructions and started doing them at my standard rate.
Who wants to read instructions? I mean, really.
And I'm not doing the broken rib pattern the way that he was saying to do it, because he has it done differently flat than in the round.
Okay.
And the in the round instructions, I did a couple of rows of them and they just didn't look right compared to the rest of the sweater.
Okay.
So I just modified it so that it matches the rest of the sweater.
Okay. I have an overwhelming urge to ask right now. Stephanie, how's that Gansey coming?
This would be Stephanie Pearl McPhee.
Yes.
Yarn Harlow.
And Joe apparently knows what he's done, so.
And we're just going to leave it there. So yeah, this is done on 5mm, which is a US 8. And as you can see, this one's on DPNs. So I have to do another sleeve and then do the top part, the yoke. I'm hoping to get this done this week because I just want this off my needles. I love you, Kit. I love you lots.
Is that the first sleeve?
This is the first sleeve.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
She loves you.
I love you lots.
But she wants to knit other things.
I want to kill this sweater because I hate broken rib, apparently.
Should ask Selma how she liked doing it, 'cause she made it for her husband. But she's got to kind of redo the sleeve.
Yeah, I took a page from her book and am modifying how I'm doing.
Okay.
Because the gentleman I'm doing this for has fairly small arms, so I'm actually not doing as many stitches on the arm as is called for in the pattern. And because I'm not doing as many stitches on the arm, it'll actually shorten the raglan.
Okay.
Which is good because in his case the raglan needs to be shortened as well.
Okay. So it kills
Works out.
two
birds, one stone. Which is actually a good thing for me not making all these markers at the length that I normally do as opposed to the length they called for, because I wouldn't have gotten as much stitches in if I'd done it the way he wanted. So, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that one's pretty much, this one's pretty much done. Like I said, I think I have one increase round left. And
the thing is too, you need to modify things sometimes in order for them to look right.
oh yeah, look right and fit the person they're going for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it in a pretty bag.
And I have it in a pretty bag. This is one of my Zigzag Stitches bag. This is one I picked up at Twist. And yeah, I really like it.
She
It's
makes
pretty
nice
and it's
bags.
big.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she does. And I found that for the bigger stuff, I really like the box bags.
Yeah.
And no, there is not actually an entire sweater in here. I just have the sleeve with me and 2 balls of yarn.
While you were knitting the sweater, didn't you have it in there?
Yes.
Okay.
So
So technically, you can fit a sweater in there.
It was getting kind of
it was getting kind of cramped. It is done out of Fisherman's Wool, which is Lion brand, in kind of the brown color, which Lynn does not like.
No.
You don't like the color?
I don't like the yarn. When I used to work at Michael's, we sold that stuff, and I would pick it up by the paper label and drop it in the bag because I didn't want to have to touch the yarn.
Okay.
See, I have no issues with the yarn.
It's icky, itchy, scratchy
It's not
stuff.
overly, it's not as scratchy as the sweater she's making. So. Yeah, that's just as bad. Yeah.
The sweater in question is the one that I modified the other commission. I was doing this one, which I think I showed last week.
Yes.
that
You showed
one.
it as finished because.
Yeah, because it is finished. I just have to steek it still. But I finally got the zipper for it, and then had to return the zipper and get a new zipper because I got the wrong one the first time.
Okay.
So I now have the correct zipper. And
Good.
actually, on that, I was going to do a bit of a book review. Because this is actually the book that the pattern's out of. And it's Knitting with Icelandic Wool. I said it wrong last time. And it is by Vidis Jonsdottir. If you're looking to do a Lopi sweater, because I know I've heard a couple of people talking about them now, really good book to do them.
It's fall. People start to think about
Oh, yeah.
sweaters.
This is a really good book, and it's manufacturer's retail suggested is $30 US, 35 Canadian. I got it for 20 off Amazon.
Just saying.
Just saying. But yeah, it has a whole bunch of really nice patterns in it, and there's a couple in here that I want to make. Some sweaters, some other stuff. Let me see here. Where'd it go? There was a really nice pair of... It's also got a lot of really good information on doing Lopi type sweaters. And I love this one just because it is so cute.
Oh, that is cute.
But yeah, it's got a lot of really good information on it. And yeah, so if you're looking for something to do Icelandic, the Lopi type sweaters, look into this book.
Well worth the money.
Well worth the money.
And I mean, if you paid $20 for it, how much?
Exactly.
How much would you pay for a sweater pattern?
Yeah,
To buy the
exactly.
pattern
You're going to
itself.
pay at least $6-7 to buy the pattern itself.
Yeah.
And actually, a lot of the better ones on Rav
Mhm.
come out of that book.
Nice.
So yeah. You want to talk about what you
Oh,
need
yeah.
next?
Cause yeah, I was online. Was it yesterday? No, not yesterday. A couple days ago, we were online, right? We were chatting.
It's Wednesday.
And I have been wanting to make something for a while, and I was just like, I feel like my mojo's coming back.
Yay!
It's getting cold out.
Yeah, maybe that's why. But I feel like my mojo's coming back. So, this is the Fitted Knits book by Stephanie Yapel, Japel. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. So that is it there. And what I want to make is called Back to School U-Neck Vest, which is it showing? Because I
Yep.
can't see the screen. Which is that. And I want to make it out of this gorgeous brown yarn, which I'm not sure. Thank you. If you can see the colors. It is Malabrigo from Uruguay. Selma got this for me last time she was there, and I've tried to start knitting other things with it, and it just hasn't worked out. So I'm thinking it might look good in this with the vest. So it's a beautiful chocolate brown.
I think it wants to be that vest.
I think it does. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. So Fitted Knits, there's 25 designs in here, and yeah, it
We
retails.
both looked through it, and it looks like a really good
There
book.
was at least 5 patterns that I liked, Retail's $27.99 in Canada, and you got it off Amazon.
Yep.
For $19. So much cheaper.
And that's 19 taxes and everything.
Yeah, that's everything included. So that's all I've got. What you got over there, lady? Who's not in front of the camera? She's been doing squares.
I have a whole bunch of blanket squares. This is what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. So.
And I guess.
And I'm working on one right now.
Cool.
Next thing up. There is.
Next thing up for you?
Yep.
Okay.
Just find it here.
Oh, this yarn is so soft. This Blue Label. Oh my god. It's just amazing.
Reminds me of
80 merino, 20 nylon, but it's so soft that it's slipping off the needles as I'm knitting. Like it just wants to
fly.
Yeah, pretty much. So, find it?
Yep. This is what I'm doing next. I don't know if you can see it very well. It is the traveling sweater by Kari and Sue, and it's off of the Blue Moon Fiber Arts website. Here's another couple of pictures of it. I don't know if it shows any better. It's one of the round sweaters, so it's literally, it's kind of a horseshoe shape almost.
Okay.
And my mother asked for it, and I will knit my mother anything.
Because we love Mummy.
Because we love Mummy.
Yes.
So I'm going to be knitting that for my mother.
Sue and I have adopted ourselves to Mummy. So.
Yes.
My mother adopts my friends and my brother's friends, so this is nothing new.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's pretty much it.
That's it.
Next, as we've been saying, Rhinebeck.
Woohoo!
We will be there. Saturday there is a podcaster meeting at 1 p.m. So we plan on being there.
In the corral area.
The corral area.
Yeah.
So if you want to meet a bunch of podcasters, that will be the place to go.
And, you know, come say hi.
Yep.
I only bite if invited.
You know.
I promise to attempt to not steal anybody's yarn.
Liar.
We've warned people already.
Liar.
She cannot make any promises. So yeah, so happy knitting, happy crocheting, happy weaving, spinning, dyeing, everything fiber related. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.